Welcome back to part 3 of exploring Ko Lan, where we have already explored many beautiful beaches, fantastic restaurants and visited giant Buddha on the hill. Today, the adventures continue as we spend our last day in Ko Lan before returning by speedboat to the mainland, where we will collect the truck and try to get back to Ko Chang's ferry port before it closes. Stay tuned to see if we make it. Alright guys, good morning to Ko Lan, and we are just about to have breakfast. In fact, the lady is just bringing breakfast right now. It's quiet, we've got it all to ourselves. I think the whole island is a little bit quieter during the weekdays, so alright, it's our last day here. That's why we're up nice and early, get breakfast and get out of here. We've got one more place to check out. Alright guys, so welcome to Happy Love Sea View Hotel, and we're on Ko Lan. It's pretty basic, it really is, but you've got aircon, you've got a fridge, you've got a TV, you've got a clean bed, and check out the balcony. The balcony itself isn't bad at all, and like it says in the name, you've got a sea view. Alright guys, welcome to Naol Beach, and this is the final beach in Ko Lan. And well, it's quiet, but it is early. It's still only about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I'm guessing this will get much busier, as there are jet skis everywhere and speedboats, banana boats, there's lots of seating areas, and well, why not? It's a beautiful spot. Don't know what's stuck out in the water there. It's like some kind of barge or something. That's pretty cool, but yeah, it's definitely a good place to come down and spend the whole day. I think it's only a 10-minute ride from where I was staying last night, so this is actually a really good spot. Alright guys, so just before we leave we found an ice cream shop, and it looks a little bit different to other ice cream shops that I've ever seen. You've seen the ginormous insulated buckets of ice cream, and look at the toppings that you actually get. So cornflake toppings, check that out, that's interesting, hey? And then we've got sweet potato, we've got pumpkin, some cabbage or pickled cabbage or something like that, jelly, black jelly, look at that, don't know what that is. Oh, and beans. Anyone want kidney beans with your ice cream? A little bit different, eh? Anyway, I got strawberry. Ice cream is banging, so can't complain with that. I'm gonna get this down my throat before we have to go and get a ferry. We've got 10 minutes. Ciao, ciao. Okay. Alright guys, so we just made it to the ferry port and dropped the bike off. It's now time to grab ourselves a speedboat ticket, because we are going back by speedboat, and 150 baht per person. Not bad. Here we go, this is the guy that's sorting it out. There is absolutely no negotiation on prices or anything here, it's just straight up, so nobody can get done over either. It's actually sound, it's good, it's great. Alright, let's go get our ticket and wait on the pier. Alright, well the process seems rather quick here. It was only 2 minutes ago we was buying a ticket, getting stickered up, and now we are following the gentleman in front.
who seems to have a few gallons of fuel with him, and hopefully the way to the actual boat. Alright, so we've got normal boat over here and speedboats over here. We've even got our own little jetty. Alright, found our boat. Here we are. We've got big boy skipper here. Alright, this looks like a bit of me. Pop crab. Alright guys, well we are off and we've got half empty boat. So it's not even as if we absolutely fill these boats to the full. And well, let's see what this experience is like, eh? He's hiding in the back somewhere. This guy's gonna get seasick, so oh, we're off. Let's go. Us getting back into the Bay of Pattaya now. That is a rough ride. Check it out. How many boats have we got? Plenty. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so that's it. We're back onto mainland and we've just had the speedboat back. What would I take away from that? Well, it is a little bit of a rough ride, I have to say. So if you need to get back quickly, yeah, fantastic, great. But if you are old or have a bad back, just bear in mind that that is a rough, bumpy ride. Well worth it though. I think it's a great service. 150 baht, and we're back in what, 15 minutes, land to land. So fantastic. Now we have to go and pick up the car and, well, drive all the way back to Ko Chang. It's actually a great service. I will leave the link or some details for this lady in the description because it's cheap and, like I say, it is a great service. Alright. Alright guys, so I don't usually film and drive at the same time. Truck's making an awful noise, fan belt's slipping a bit, and I just want to express how much this lady in front is actually helping, because, there we go, belt's shut up now. She's actually just helped me out in the traffic, she's showing me where to go, and it's such a small service to take, so yeah, I'm going to leave her number in the description. I don't know if it is a tourist scam or if there's another way to do it, but it's cheaper than the car park at the ferry, and I would highly recommend. There's nothing wrong with actually helping the locals a little bit, even if it costs you a little bit more. So, alright guys, I need to set the car up to drive because things have been moved and get back to this ferry park. Cop and cap! This is the lady right here, hold on. There you go, cop and cap. Details will be left. Oh, hold on. You alright? Oh. Right, ciao. Alright guys, well, I've got to admit, I love a good market. And as soon as I drive past the market, I've got to stop and have a look. She's gone to find a toilet and I thought I'd have a look around. Well, I have to say, it effing stinks. This is one of Pattaya's bigger markets. I think this is a wholesale market. And I've just walked through the butcher's area, right? So this is the very middle right here. Yeah? Do a quick 360 spin. And this is where all your meat is coming from when you're buying in Pattaya. So whether you come from the big hotels or any of the restaurants, the likelihood here is some of your meat and fish is coming from this place. Now, all this has just been cleaned down. I know it's just been cleaned down. And there's still blood on it all. It's all minging. But, I mean, I love it. I actually do. I love it, yeah? But, there must be some big rats around here, because look at this. This is just straight up chicken wings in the gutter. And, well, I'll keep going a little bit. I don't want people to think I'm just showing off dirt, but look at all this. This is just intestines and stuff. It's minging. The smell around here is strong. Look at that. It's a bin full of shrimp heads. Yeah, you imagine what it smells like around here. It's honking, man. But I absolutely love it. I seriously do love it. This is just one of the markets. I mean, the pool of water is bloody. It really is, and it stinks. It stinks, man. And this place has just been cleaned down. Alright, so my missus is actually from the north of Thailand. It's like called Isan area. And I'm not gonna lie, the food from there for me stink. Yeah? End of. Yeah? Stink. Some of it just stinks. Sorry, she's laughing at me. And so I've just asked her, I said, what do you think of the smell of this place? And she says, no, it's bad. It is bad. So it is not just us. Oh, okay. Here you go.
Mussel
Look.
pickle.
That's what?
Fermented mussel.
Right, hold on.
Fermented baby shrimp here.
Oh,
in
look
the
at that one, baby shrimp.
My favorite food.
Oh.
Yes. Lovely. Amazing.
What's this in the bag?
Anchovy.
Oh no!
So-
Right, okay, right. Now this is the kit. This is ridiculous, right?
See, and then you can see maggot, the maggot baby.
Oh,
you see the white
Look at
one?
that! Look at that! It's got a maggot in there. Oh my god!
That is even better.
Better. Alloy.
Alloy mาก.
Alloy, my. That's got a maggot in it. That has genuinely got a maggot in it, and it's not the only one. There's a few with maggots in it, and that is scary. So basically, when the bag is that puffy, for me, it means that it is fermented. It's giving off a gas, and when you open it, guys, the first time I actually got introduced to that stuff was in a hotel. Mother turned up. Everyone's sitting around eating inside an apartment in a hotel room. Someone just thrown up. Honestly, it was that bad. It smelled like vomit. That's all it smells like. It just smells like pure vomit. So, right, enough rambling. Let's see if I can get my dad a bag. But I think this is just food. Purely food. Look at the markets here. Aren't they fantastic? Right. We are officially leaving Pattaya, and I actually have no idea where we are in Pattaya, but we just came out of the stinky market. That's what I'm going to call it, stinky market. But the sat nav has just told us that the ferry port will be closing pretty soon to actually get in there, so we're going to have to make our way there as soon as possible. We are going to stop for some lunch because we've not eaten anything yet. We had half of a terrible breakfast this morning, so wish us luck on getting some lunch and getting to the actual ferry port. Alright guys, so we are stuck in an accident, and that is the last thing that we need. I'm watching the time go up and up on the sat nav, and I don't think we're going to be even getting any lunch at this rate. Is that it?
Damn him.
How is it?
Wow.
Alright, so what have we got so far? 4 cars, 5 cars?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, that's the worst we've seen there yet. So someone's been playing pinball with the barriers and other cars, and this is literally, I've never seen this road so empty. So yeah, you were right. Alright guys, so we've stopped off just after the crash. And look at this, we've got Baker Street and Burger King. Well, I've never actually had a Burger King in all the time that I've been in Thailand. So we're gonna go and check out a Burger King. Why not get some fast food while we can? And look at what's just been pointed out at me. We're obviously in the right spot. So like I said, Baker Street over there. And we've got the London City bus right here. Tommy feels right at home. Burger King, red bus. Let's get something to eat. So we made it into the Burger King, and it's a little bit different in Thailand, I've got to say. So it's a bit more like KFC. You can actually get chicken, lots and lots of chicken. And they still have all the normal, completely normal, to be honest, burgers, but it's definitely a bit different to my KFC experience here. You definitely cannot get unlimited refills. But look at this. This is what you get at the counter. Chicken and rice. Guys, so we are fueled up from Burger King. Somebody's had to take half of her burger with her because obviously she doesn't like eating that kind of stuff too much. But we've got a plan. We're gonna go and get some kanom or treat, sweet treat. She's gonna go her way, I'm gonna go my way. And I'm gonna get my treats, she's gonna get her treats. We're gonna meet back up in 5 minutes and, well, let's see what the culture difference is from my kanom or treats, sweet treats, and somebody else's snacky, treaty, guaranteed to be pork or something a little bit hot and weird. All right, let's see the culture difference. Ciao, ciao. Wow, look at the snack difference that we have ended up with. This is interesting. So I've ended up with, I went very traditional English. I thought, why not just go packet of crisps, some biscuits, even cereal bars, and some Haribo sweets. Why not? Okay. Now, on the other hand, now what do you think? Is that very British sweets or what? Yes? No? I don't know. Now this is the kanom.
Snack.
This is
Yes,
snack.
kanom.
And this is meant. What is that?
Fish ball.
Fish ball, but it's not sweet.
It's my kanom.
It's your kanom.
Yeah,
You class
sweet,
that as
my
kanom.
sweet is
I think I got the wrong idea with this challenge, eh? I thought we were going out to get donuts and desserts. But what the heck is that?
fish sausage.
Oh my. Fish
I like-
sausage. Nah, not for me, not for me, not for me.
For you.
Oh, nah,
This is songsi.
Songsi, okay. Oh, this has got rice.
More like Chinese, I think.
Oh wow. Check that one out. What is it?
So it got sticky rice, black pepper, sticky rice with Chinese sauces, salty egg, nothing, a little bit of mushroom, and I don't know what it is. Chestnut.
Water
Yes.
chestnut.
Yes.
Oh, her English is good. Oh, apologies. Probably better than my camera work. So, well, one more thing. What's the juice? What is it? Sugar cane.
Ginger and honey.
All right, ginger and honey. Now that I can go with that. Right, time to hit the road. We're gonna eat these on the road. Alright guys, so we have not got a chance for trying the snacks because as soon as we entered in the sat nav our destination, it was exactly 7 o'clock to get there, and that's the last ferry. So we need to push on, not drive like an absolute idiot because we're in an old truck. It doesn't get used that much, to be honest. It's not my truck, it's the neighbour's truck, and obviously there's other people on the road, so I'm trying to push on as quick as possible. We've got a ferry to catch. We got a ferry to catch. Fingers crossed that we make it to this ferry port. Another one. And like, how many times do we nearly miss a ferry in 3 days? It's ridiculous. Alright.
made it off the beaten track. We've probably got 25 minutes, 30 minutes to the ferry port, but this can be make it or break it, because if we get stuck behind a few, well, farm trucks or big lorries, then we are done for. So hopefully we get there. We've probably got 10-15 minutes spare. We've made up a little bit of time, but these roads are still very, very sketchy. Wish me luck. Alright guys, so the old girl and I made it. I'm talking about the truck, and yeah, what a beautiful time to get the ferry. I'm guessing we've caught it a little bit late for sunset, but it should still be stunning. What a drive that was, by the way. Oh my gosh, it was busy. There was a good crash, there was some serious delays around Rayong and Chantaburi, and then, well, we finally made it. We've got the last ferry. Here's ours coming in now. So, right, time for a 5-minute breather. They can get unloaded, we can get loaded. Time to head home. I'll join you on the ferry. Onto the ferry, and yes, we were the very last on. Feels good to be going home, it really does. Look at this sunset. In fact, because we are actually sat right at the back of the boat, we are going to tailgate sunsetting, so see you on the other side. Alright guys, we are here, we've made it. Check out the other ferry. Alright, so it's finally time to go up and over the mountain pass. I'm going to hand the camera over so you can really see what it's actually like going up and over the mountain pass at night in Ko Chang. Alright guys, so just before we get home, we are about halfway down the island now. We're going to nip into Lotus and get the dogs some food. They'll be happy to see us, and I'm sure they'll be absolutely starving. So, well, let's get, well, see if they've got any carcass to start off with. So, they've only got one here. There is another Lotus before we get home, so we'll have to go and check that one out. We even looked underneath. Right. Oh, we need to get more than one. We need three chicken carcass before we get home. There they are, they're waiting.
Where's he?
Just round there.
Why? Ah!
Aww.
Welcome home, Daddy.
Good to be home or what? Oh, hello, boy. Alright guys, so what better way to end the day than to feed the dogs. We managed to get 3 carcasses all together. Watch what he's like with a chicken carcass. Come on. Good lad. Good boy. One chicken carcass for you, lad. Go on. He even looks at the camera, that one. Alright. Another chicken carcass for you. Not as big, this one. This is only a baby, unfortunately. Sorry, mate. It's only a little one. Right.
He left his there.
You go back to yours, you. Oh, no one's gonna take it, Whitey. Alright. Where's the other boy? Here. Anyway, we'll leave the dogs to it. That is definitely where we are ending our Pattaya trip and Ko Lan. So, thank you very much. Hope you found something, well, useful, and see what's next. I think we'll probably try some accommodation in Chang. We've got, I think people are trying to sell it to us as I'm here trying to say that it's horrible. I do apologise to that gentleman. So, I wouldn't be bothered about any of it. A little bit of meat on the floor stinking and stuff. Yeah, dogs and the rats will eat it. So, wow. Toilet looks like jail. Check this one out. What are we on? 5 baht or 10 baht? Oh, well, that's a proper market toilet. I'm alright, I don't need it. But look at this. I've got to be careful because if someone comes out and I'm staring my camera at the toilet, I look like a right creep, don't I? This is how bad things are here. That can't even survive. Look at that beastie. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It is super big for what it is. Anyway, right, one perfect dog bowl, and that was about 30 seconds on the beach. So embarrassing. It's sad. Let's go get the breakfast for the dogs. I'm gonna take the food, leave it here, nice shaded spot. Hopefully the dogs can find it.